On this episode, we talk about rejuvenation and using nature to add value to your experiences. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the show. Today we're gonna go ahead and we're outside today. Figured change it up a little bit. It's definitely been, gets a little staggering, sitting in one spot all the time. So decided to go ahead and create something new for you guys today. And being outside and getting in nature. We are out here in Mother Nature and it feels absolutely great. Now, what I want to talk to you guys about today is what is it that you use to kind of rejuvenate? Like what makes you feel like you? What makes you feel like yourself? Like you're actually bringing yourself back together. It might be going out and hanging out with family. It might be sitting in front of the television. It might be taking time to escape. So the question is, how do you escape? What's your method of escaping? Is it going out on a vacation? Is it hanging out with friends? Is it going to a movie? Is it meditating? For me personally, obviously, it's being out in nature and doing something different and doing something that's going to rejuvenate. The idea is to do something that's going to rejuvenate you and going to bring you back into get those whatever forces, whatever energy that it is that you're depending on or that you're using. It's really getting out and actually using that to your benefit and making sure that it's something that truly helps you get in touch with who you are. So nature has a very unique way of giving back, especially if you are into something spiritual. That's completely up to you, or whether you're religious or not. I don't know what people are into, but I do know that nature itself does have regenerative properties within it. In fact, a lot of the things that we innovate and a lot of things, ideas that we come up with and that we come across and that we imagine, from things like flight to cars to wheels, it's really everything, all the secrets that we're looking for as far as innovation is concerned, all come from nature. Nature is actually where all of these ideas are coming from and where they are all developed and where they all grow and where they are all nourished. So it's in these moments, it's in things regarding the growth and the development and the expansion of who we are. Nature helps with that. Nature helps with that creative process and pulling in all these creative forces and all these creative juices that come into play. What is it about nature that really helps us grow and really helps us expand? Well, I really can't say exactly what it is. I do know that the sunlight itself has beneficial properties and things that it does to help us really grow and really expand and really I'm like sweating right now. I mean, it's freaking hot here in Atlanta, or in Georgia at least. And so I am sweating up a storm right now, which is absolutely good to go ahead and try something different. But anyhow, we are actually expanding and actually really learning and developing all these talents and all of these skills and kind of rejuvenating and using all these properties, using all these secrets. Taking that time, when you sit back, you take a time to rejuvenate, what happens is that all the things that you've experienced and all the things that you've learned actually have a time to really coalesce. It has actually a time frame to blend itself into your experiences. So all the information, all the things that you've learned and you've experienced over time, as you begin to escape and kind of like pull back from that, all that information begins to come in and actually involve and intertwine itself into what it is that you've experienced. And it begins to literally, your brain literally begins to process that as new ideas and throws that back at you for you to either adapt or apply or understand, or really get that into your system. So that's one of the beneficial properties about being out in nature. Another beneficial property is, number one, you actually get time to relax. You get away from all the noise. You get away from all of the influences from other people's ideas. Yeah, there are certain things within elemental properties within, whether it's music or whether it's art, whether it's dancing, whether it's theater, whether it's photography, whether you're animating. We're constantly taking in all this content. But when you actually take time to separate yourself from that and really separate yourself from being sold to on other people's ideas, what happens is that your brain begins to be able to develop the process of coming up with its own ideas. It begins to explore itself in a way, and also it begins to take in the little subtleties of the world around you, which come from nature. They're not coming from man. All the stuff's coming from nature. So as all this stuff begins to evolve and all of your ideas begin to grow and kind of cross-pollinate from your experiences, all of these things begin to benefit you in the long run. So that's the second benefit, which we had talked about, which was being able to separate entirely and really be with yourself. A third benefit is originality. A lot of things that we see, a lot of these little nuanced experiences, whether it's a squirrel or just a leaf falling, and actually causes us to have breakthroughs in our thought process and breakthroughs in things that we had been contemplating and thinking about. Simply because in nature has a tendency to expose things to us that most people don't really take the time to realize, whether it's a blooming flower or a butterfly. All these little small things that we usually can't see when we're in our heads, and we actually take the time to come out and just really be and experience the world around us is when we really begin to learn and to really grow and begin to really expand. There's that word again, expansion. It's all about expanding your creativity or expanding yourself, getting outside the comfort zone and really expanding yourself into something that's unfamiliar to you. So when we're actually out in nature, yes, you begin to expose yourself to things that are unfamiliar because nature is always changing. Even if you walk through the same woods over a period of time, let's say over the next week or the next month or the next year, if you walk the same path over and over and over again for the next year, it'll be a completely different experience versus actually walking down a street, simply because the things around us are always growing, it's always changing, and nature is always expanding in a way that we can't necessarily control. It just does it on its own. Now, granted, yeah, they're all things that we can use like tools, and like we can dig and we can, uproot trees and kind of, cut down forests and things of that nature, but it's a man-made change. But as far as nature itself, nature is always changing. It's automatic. A building doesn't change unless we actually do something from the outside to actually cause that changeation to happen. So just wanted to go ahead and create this really short, really quick video for you guys. Question of the day: what is it that you do to rejuvenate? What is it that you do to kind of like get back to yourself and get back to your roots and really find yourself again, so you could fill your cup up? You can fill that metaphorical cup up within yourself and then pass that off into the world from your experiences. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. What question of the day? What is it that you use to rejuvenate? What's your method of rejuvenation? Please leave the comments below. I would love to jump in and converse with you guys, but I love you guys very much. Thank you for watching the show, and I look forward to speaking to you guys again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye. Hello, Busy Bee. B wants to be in the shot. B wants to be in the show. But let me guys know what you think. If you have any requests or any questions, feel free to go ahead and send those to giftboxcreative@gmail.com, or even ask below within the show on Facebook and on Twitter, and getting you guys some appreciations and sending you guys out some love, because I really appreciate all the support that you guys have actually shown. New followers, new friends, making new contacts, and definitely getting new things going and rolling for everybody. But anyhow, keep on rocking, keep on creating, and if you don't know, then you better ask somebody who does. Yeah, need a better outro, but that's all I've got for now. All right, Cool. Later. Peace.